National Football League. And we'll see Tony Pollard. He's coming off an incredible effort with over 200 yards rushing a week ago. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They know coming in, they've got to be at their best because they're facing one. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing on third. Gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams again. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
On first down, it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Fields. This pass complete to Melton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Another catch from Melton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Here's Fields. He's able to find Melton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Cowboys had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
To the air again, Fields. Caught on a slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bo Melton, 47 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, it's gone. Flush to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Goff now to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Damone Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. Williams brings it in. Touchdown. Javonte Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now with a play clock about to expire. We get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fields on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is gone. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Pushes him over. And a great move again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Goff. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. He's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd going to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now it's gone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the
He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw. Gone. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st and 10, gone. In trouble, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. A final shot before break here. Goff. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. So we've hit halftime all 8. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fields now to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Melton. 2nd and 6 from the 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every
touchdown, Cowboys! Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
The Goff's throw complete to Dodson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. Going right back to Dodson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And Ingram holds it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Down to the 42, second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Up the middle, Nwangu. And some room to work. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Arlington. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel. 75 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, or put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 6-yard line. 120 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
Has over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Goff. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Goff.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the defense creating some points. Not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Micah Parsons
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Goff. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end Gesicki. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, it's gone.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now a give here to Pollard to about the 26 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here.
fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff looking for Dotson, and he's got him. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pollard. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Goff on 1st down. And that's caught by Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Goff. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And no, they can't connect on the pass, so that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run left with Pollard. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Dallas,